Hello everyone. I wanted to share my journey and experience of the big course that I did, which is Google UX Design Professional Certificate. Yes, you heard it right. It is a 6-month long course which makes you a legit professional in this field. But the best part is it is provided by Google. Yes. So Google certification. This video is divided into 4 parts: journey, course, projects, and overall experience. Before jumping into the course, let me inform you, let me educate you on the term UX. It is user experience, how a person, the user, tells about interacting with or experiencing a product. With this knowledge, let's move on with the video. So the journey all began when I was serious about my design career, when I just wanted to explore in the design field and then make a decision for my further studies. But that is exactly when my dad texted me in WhatsApp and sent me a link to a course. I immediately clicked on it, and first reaction was I was shocked to see that this was a 6-month long course. Yes, and that was a very serious commitment that I had to make because I had so many things in my schedule: my YouTube, my design training, my business, and also my college work, which itself is exhausting. But then, after quite a bit of thinking, I was like, I'm all in. I just wanted to do this course no matter what. And that's how this journey started. This started as a nighttime adventure for me, as this was the only time I used to be free, where I, used to scroll Instagram, watch YouTube, basically be unproductive. That was the time I was being unproductive. But then I knew this came. I knew I had to sacrifice that, so that's what I did. I did this course with inner motivation and inner dedication because I knew it's gonna take a lot of time and a lot of my patience. So day one started and the journey continued. It started and I loved it even more. The more and more I did, the more and more I was learning. The more I was learning, the more I was passionate about the thing I was doing. Due to I was passionate, I was doing more and more. So it was a full-on circle of learning. And in this course, I did more and more work, which was 200 more hours of learning content, then 3 hands-on projects, and lots of learning. And after all this hard work of 6 months, it finally came to an end. So let's get detailed into the course. So this is the course interface. I'm doing this course on Coursera. That's the platform and that's the interface. So this is the first week where we have to see the videos, understand them, and take on the quiz to see whether we have understood it properly or not. It's not just like an exam kind of per se. It's more just to know whether you've understood or have some doubts in it, etc. You can see you need to pass in this. There's some minimum criteria, above 80%. If you score, that is when you're allowed to move to the next week and to the next course as well. So these are the assignments, it multiplied from many other courses. Like there are 7 courses in it, and it depends. Like in the first course, it was all about assignments, quiz, etc., where we had to, it was a MCQ questions and there were literal questions to answer as well. So if you pass in that is when you're moving to the next course. But in another few courses, which is like 3rd, 4th, 5th courses, that is when you have to do those assignments, take a picture, upload file, etc., and then that file will be graded by others, which is also called as peer graded assignments. Let me tell it to you again: peer graded assignments. That is when you upload it, the people or the learners on that course grade your assignments, and if it's about 80%, you're passed and you're ready to move to the next part of the course or to the next course as well. So the interface is simple. You have a lot of learnings, lot of tools, and a lot of links to something that is really informational, really useful as a UX designer or anything as such, because that course and the interface is designed beautifully for best learning and for better learning as well. So that's about it of the course interface and how it all works. Now let's move on to the projects. Let's just jump into the projects. I did 3 projects in this course, which was really helpful for my portfolio. Yes, here you can see my projects, which is Restobook, RTL, and Eduality. So the first project is Restobook, where I had to put all my 4 courses learning into this 5th course and create a project. This project was amazing experience, as this was my first time doing a project in the UX design field. It was really nervous and it was really scary. You don't get things at the first time. You need to try hard, and get that right. So it was really scary, but as well exciting, because it's my first project. I was curious about how it works, etc. But yeah, definitely I faced some difficulties because it's a start, right? Obviously everything doesn't go perfectly at the start, so I had to work hard, and then finally the project was done, as it consisted of many things involved. There are many stages in how this project goes, which was I did research. In that, interviews, persona, create user story, problem statement, solution statement, user journey, competitive audit, affinity diagram, goal statement, and a user flow. That was the research part, where we had to do all those work. I had to do all those work, where I had to make sure what I'm designing is for the user, and that is the important aspect of UX design. After creating and making a base, which was my research, I started with the design process, where I had to do sketches, paper wireframes, digital wireframes, low fidelity prototypes, mock-ups, high fidelity prototype, then the final design. By doing all this, you finish your first project. And whatever you've learned, whatever the assets, and whatever the images and the wireframes you've created, you then make it into a case study, which you're seeing on the screen. Next, I did my second project, which was RTL, which is to finding and viewing art tutorials. It was a responsive website. The first one was an app for a time reservation app for a cafe nearby. Now this was finding and viewing art tutorials, which was a responsive website. I did the same. I applied all my learnings of all the 5 courses into this one, which was the 6th course. And it was really amazing, because I had more experience, had done this first project. It was all over again, so I had to do all the processes, and then my second project was done, which was amazing, because it was another kind of a layout, which is the website, and it was really good, and learned a lot about minute details about why this matters, why that matters, etc. And I did my second project. After those 2 big projects I did, big in the sense, it took a long time and a lot of my effort. The third project which I did was Eduality. I had to do, it's not once, it's not twice, it's thrice. So I had to do my third project, Eduality, which is a cross-platform tool to help people with low income get access to quality education. So that was a big statement, as this 7th course was put in everything I've learned and make an amazing project out of it. And I took this statement because this was about giving back to the community, was what the main theme and the assignment was. So that was the statement I chose, and these were my designs, my portfolios, etc. regarding the project that I did. And it was an amazing experience, because at first I'm nervous, I didn't know properly, etc. But now, since I've got the more experience of doing 2 more projects, the 3rd course was just seamless. The 3rd project was just amazing, as everything was going on track, and I finished my project really fast and really soon. So those were about it of my projects. Hope you liked it. Do comment down if you have some feedback or some good comments. I would love to read it. My overall experience. Now, if you're here for the review part, let me tell you, it's great. Yes, it's just great. It's fantastic. You won't regret it. if you have the commitment, if you have the hours to put in it, you can do easily. I mean, if you have a 6 month course, you can put in uh, you know around 8 hours a week for this, and you're on track to do it well. And let me tell you, you're doing this course because you may want to be doing, you want to be exploring another field of design like me, or many other things. Just go for it. You know, I and it's an affordable price. Come on, I mean, you spend so many money on other things, but definitely you can spend it on this. So definitely go for it if you're in for learning. And my only downfall, which I would like to add, is the personal touch. Obviously, it's a laptop, or a mobile. You need to see the thing, do the courses, etc. It might be fun at sometimes, but it may be a little boring. But it does serve the purpose. You get what you learn, and it goes into your head. It's not like you just scroll through the videos and just skip the parts, etc. You can't. You need to see the videos, you need to understand them properly, and then you need to do those assignments and upload it. So don't worry about learning has covered, Google has covered it very well. So just go for it. Have my advice, because I have done it. So I can tell you, go for it. Again, I'm telling you, go for it right now. So that was about it of the review part. Uh, if anyone has done it, do tell me your opinion as well. I would love to hear. At last, my friends, I have to tell you this. I finished this course, and with 7 certifications and 1 big certificate, which tells me that I am a UX designer. I will say this every time. This is just